Hello, everybody. And so we say happy Merry Christmas Eve, right? Isn't that what we've got going on here right now? We're Mike and Jen, and I know this is an unscheduled Ask Us Anything. But number one, we kind of were missing you guys, and we thought we would do something because we're not going to have one Sunday on Christmas Day. But number two, there was so much conversation today and last night on our RV Lifestyle Facebook group and on our Facebook page and an email that we got about this cold snap that has come through that has totally surprised a lot of RVers who are in what they thought would have been warm climates. So we are here tonight to kind of talk a little bit about that, but let's start by just saying hi to some of you around there. Merry Christmas to Shirley Benoit, Joyce, Merry Christmas. And look at, hey, Ed, I bet it is cold. He says it's cold.
I wonder how cold it is.
Yeah. In Northern California is Joyce. Merry Christmas to you, Joyce. Tracy Reineke. She is, who's Adam? Merry Christmas, Adam. Who's Adam? I don't know. Hi, Tracy. Anyway, and then let's see, Jeff Newman. He's in Michigan.
Grand Rapids.
Tracy, Adam came before Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Okay. I got you. A little humor there. I just am a little slow. Thanks, Tracy. Merry Christmas. Tracy is one of our volunteer moderators, and how much we thank Tracy for all of that too. She is just a light. Boy, there's a lot more of you on than I thought would be on with something we just announced a few minutes ago. Somebody's hoping.
Merry Christmas.
Warm.
I hope you are keeping warm. We are. I hope you're keeping warm.
Yeah.
We are very fortunate. We have our heat.
Now that's somebody there, Juliana Ramirez.
I wonder if it's really freezing.
Yeah, it's cold all the way down, almost to the Tampa area with below freezing temperatures. So it's just amazing. Yeah, somebody else wanted to know what Merry Christmas Adam meant. Marcia Badhorn, Merry Christmas to you. Kathy Shanto. Kathy's up in Michigan. She's a Florida girl, and she's really got to be having problems with this, right?
Kathy, I went outside and just shoveled off our deck because I wanted some fresh air. But it is cold enough out there that you need one of those little face masks or a scarf over your mouth. It was cold.
Yeah. Hi, Wendy Connolly. Bob Keefe,
Merry
Arizona.
Christmas from Arizona.
Bob,
everybody, when they say Merry Christmas, they should say what the temperature is where they are.
Yeah, what the temperature is where you are. Emily Johnson, someplace is having a blizzard. The temperature here right now is 3 degrees above zero. And the wind chill factor, maybe we better ask Siri here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coldest.
What's the wind chill factor? Let's see if we can get it today. Yeah.
I can't get the wind chill for the entire day, but currently it's negative 18 degrees.
So the wind chill factor outside our studio here in Michigan is negative 18 degrees.
I think the coldest I've ever been was when we were in Minnesota and the wind chill was minus 55.
Yes.
We camped out in
it was really
Class B.
Really cold, wasn't it?
That it was, but I stayed inside. So
there's a friend of ours, Janet Matthews.
Yeah, Janet, you got your long johns out for the Upper Peninsula.
We'll see Janet in just a
week or so.
A week from Thursday. We'll see Janet and
almost
a bunch of you up at our Upper Peninsula winter camp out.
We're not going to worry about snow this year. We got snow.
Yeah. Somebody's
hi from cold Florida.
And blessings from Tucson. Merry Christmas from Patricia Holores. And here's somebody with the temperature you just asked.
13.5 in New Jersey.
By the way, it says Facebook users, if you want your name to show up when you go in, it asks if it can have permission. I think you got to let them use your name. So you got to let them go do that. But Joe Miles.
Merry Christmas from South Central Pennsylvania at 7 degrees, wind chill minus 13.
Wow.
That wind, that just does you in.
Lori Jean Frazier.
Merry Christmas from cold New Jersey.
Is anybody in warm temperatures? We're getting a lot of that. Lots of you saying hi to Kevin. Anna Berry is on there. Monster 3-day blizzard in Ontario.
Ooh,
North Georgia, 10 degrees, Jen.
wow.
Wow.
That's unusual for North Georgia.
And
We got a couple grandkids near Atlanta.
look at Ed down
It's
in
26
Baton
degrees
Rouge-
right now.
Baton Rouge,
So, Ed, does that
Louisiana.
happen very often?
Yeah,
It
I
was
don't
18
know.
degrees last night.
And
Not supposed to be.
15 degrees in Oklahoma City, says Bob Farrell. Marcia Badhorns in Beverly Hills.
Michigan. When we first moved to the Detroit area, that's where we should have moved, was Beverly Hills, because you worked at the Detroit News.
Yeah. Ronnie Blanco in New Hampshire.
Temperatures dropped.
Like a
Like-
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what we had last night. It was 37 degrees at 11:30 last night when we went to bed. And when we woke up this morning, it was 7. And it's currently 3. So
And we are so happy that
it's
we have a
cold.
nice warm house.
Kathleen Height, I know that they're getting some snow and blowing snow and cold in Indianapolis.
Mhm.
Sanjo,
From the Twin Cities.
I've seen the video reports from there. It's cold. Facebook users, yeah. Here's somebody that
I
lived
feel
up
like
north.
the folks up north.
Yeah,
Done that for 37 years in Canada.
yeah. Val Talia, she's another one of our campers. I think this is her first time coming up, and they're coming up on it's minus 21 degree chill factor in West Bloomfield, Michigan.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's going to
Not
be
that
something.
far away from us.
Yeah. Lori Jean,
9 degrees in New Jersey.
Ronnie Blanco.
36 degrees in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, warm. 52 in Northern California.
All right. This is why we're talking about the cold. Norm, look where he is.
Sarasota will hit mid 30s in the next 2 days. Merry Christmas.
Coming our way from Des Moines, Iowa.
Reporting -5.
Wow.
You guys
Now-
are used to that though.
Down in the central part of Florida, Juliana,
59 in Orlando. Merry Christmas. Too cold for me. Lots of laughs.
out in Arizona.
Mesa, 66. That sounds quite delightful.
Yeah, right outside of Phoenix.
Mhm.
And Janie Hamlet Owens.
Oh, that 10 degrees in Northeast Georgia.
Okay, South Dakota.
-8. Temperature -41 wind chill.
Wow. Okay, look at this. Los Angeles. No, Johnny, it is not. Is it 25 degrees? I got to see. Is it really true? What's the temperature in Los Angeles?
It's 64 degrees right now in Los Angeles, California.
Oh, from Louisiana. I
Louisiana.
bet he's Louisiana.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going to say.
64 in Cal. All right. I'm glad I didn't. I just saw LA. So, Patricia Holligors.
66 here in Downey, California.
Look at Lakeland temperatures, Lakeland, Florida.
48.
I mean, this is where people go to get out of the cold.
Well, it's warmer than here. It
yes,
still
it
works.
is warmer than
I
here.
mean, it works.
Yeah, I'll give it that. Carol Salo,
-24 in Toronto.
Alvin Hightower,
Merry Christmas from Chicago. Wind chill is -30.
and then Welland, Ontario. Let's just do a couple more because, there's a whole bunch. We could do the rest of the show on this, but lots of it. Linda Ward said she couldn't figure out how to get her name to show. Linda, glad to have you come over here. 52 in California, and I think we got a pretty good mix there. So, and you asked Ed Richards about the cold.
Mhm.
What does he say?
This is a once in a generation cold blast here.
Yeah. So anyway, the cold. So a lot of people, if you have been on our RV Lifestyle Facebook page or Facebook group or page, you have seen people talking about being caught unaware of this cold. And many of them down in the central part of Florida or even in Texas in areas where they did not expect this kind of cold. So they aren't winterized. They're down there to get out of the winter, and they're going to have cold weather for the next day or two down in the 20s. So the first thing we want to say is you probably are not going to freeze up. Probably. I don't know how cold, but if it's 28 tonight, the temperature is going to be above freezing or right about at freezing tomorrow. And then it's going to quickly warm up again. In fact, Nashville, Tennessee, which is in the single digits tonight, it's supposed to be 65 there next week. So don't panic. If things kind of freeze up a little bit, they will unfreeze. You should be running off of your freshwater tank, not hooked up when it's that cold to your sewer tank or to your water spigot. So you want to be on your freshwater tank if you possibly can. And then the other thing is that you want to have a little water trickling through from time to time, because what's going to happen many times is that water, if it's really, really cold, could freeze up at the spigot. But if you are pulling water out of your freshwater tank, the heat that is heating the inside of your RV is going to keep you going okay. So
sounds like a plan.
We thought we froze up with our fifth wheel, and we didn't.
Yay.
Most modern towables and the others, they try to run the plumbing protected in kind of like a little space underneath your floor, and your heat vents will normally keep that clear. If you're running an extra heater, like an electric heater or ceramic heater, that's great. It's going to save on using propane, but you do want to use your RV heater so that the warm air goes down those heating ducts. And then what other things do we do? Like, don't open the door unnecessarily. If you have Reflectex, which is a good thing to have, you can put that on your windows and keep it like so. So lots of little things you can do. I'm looking for questions, but basically we just wanted to say hello to everybody and to kind of alleviate any fears that a lot of people have. Here is one from a late bloom hiker. So you want to read that one? Let's go
Okay, traveled ahead of the weather from California to Boondock in our son's driveway in Spring Hill, Tennessee. It was -3 overnight. The door to the rig this morning was frozen shut when I went out to grab some things.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people have. Now you're going to be okay because it's going to warm up. If you are in the RV and if you have water, just have a little bit of it trickle out one of the faucets. Open the cabinets where the water hoses come up, the water pipes, so that warmer air can get in and keep those going. That's what you really want to keep, so it's working well. But the big thing is it's not going to be like this for a long time. It's a couple of days. And I think that those are the things that we would like to know. If you have comments, would you type that all in caps? Or if you have a question, type that, and then we can kind of see them, because we purposely didn't tell Phyllis or Chris that we were going on live tonight, because we want to have them have some time off. So this is a comment from RV Home.
I had to cover up my Easter lilies, Oriental lily, and hyacinth plants, as they for some reason have come up out of the ground here in Florida.
Wow.
Maybe it's been unseasonably warm before it got unseasonably cold.
They're calling for 82 degrees in Florida
for New Year's.
So see what I'm trying to tell you, this isn't going to last. And your RV is, I'm not, there's always an exception, but I want to tell you, you don't have to panic about it. That said, one of the things I have noticed on the Facebook group is a lot of people, and several of them were solo women travelers, were just unprepared for this. They have not enough propane. They ran out of propane, and other people have things have frozen up, and they don't know what to do. They haven't really planned for the cold. That's why we always have to listen to the weather. And the best thing to do is if you're out of propane, you have no real heat in that RV, go stay in a motel, find a warming center someplace, go to the shopping mall, walk around there during the day. But just know that those temperatures are going to moderate really quickly. It's still going to be cold, I think, most places through Christmas Day. I posted a picture on Facebook on our property in Tennessee, snow on the ground.
It
Now,
happens.
snow is not unusual there.
No, but I wouldn't want to try to drive on those hills with
Oh,
any
no.
snow and ice.
Yeah. And even down in Louisiana, Ed says it's supposed to be 72 degrees a week from now down there. So,
Well, 72 is sounding pretty good right about now.
yeah, that's a good. Dear weathermen, stop using maps with wind chill. Who's with me? You know, the wind chill is a great thing to tell you about why you don't want to go outside with unprotected skin, but and it tells you what the effective temperature is. That's really the effective temperature. It's not the real temperature. I like knowing the real one. That's the first thing, because there's always going to be a breeze. It's always going to feel colder. Now, this storm that we've gotten very little snow, just a couple inches, but it's blown around everywhere because the wind gusts have been so strong.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to see the wind chill all the time. Just tell me the temperature.
Yep. Ali Palazzi.
I've changed my tune on living out of an RV. Want a home also. I'm in Tennessee, Nashville. Will be -4 tonight.
Ali, I applaud you for that. There is, and it's a trend that we have to walk a tight line because we are obviously very enthused about the RV lifestyle. But there are so many people who jump into it with really not much planning, but just a lot of enthusiasm. And then something like this happens. It happened in Texas, if you'll remember, 2 years ago. And it just catches so many people off guard. RVs are not meant to be 4-season vehicles. There's a couple that supposedly are 4-season, but that's not what 99% of the RVers have. So I'm not even going to talk about those, but they're not meant to be lived in 4 seasons. So we're kind of pushing our luck whenever you stay in it when it's really cold. We stayed in ours last week, and the temperature it was in the 20s at night, and we stayed warm.
Yep,
maybe
we
too
were too
warm.
warm.
Yeah, we were actually too warm. That's our new fifth wheel, and like a lot of RVs now, right between the floors and the underside is kind of a protected, enclosed area about that big. That's where all the pipes run. The heating ducts run down there, so they keep them going. One mistake I've seen a lot of people make is they are hooked up at a campground and they stay hooked up to the water, the outdoor water, and their hose is freezing, and sometimes even the water connection, the spigot. Although I think most modern RVs have frost-free spigots, but their hose freezes. So that's not a cause for panic, but when you see really cold weather coming like that, fill up your freshwater tank and disconnect your hose. Put it inside the RV in one of your storage rings. If it is frozen, bring it up, put it in your shower and let it thaw out, and then it will work when you're fine. But you should always run, when it's really cold, out of your water pump and your fresh water. Many of the RVs have heating pads on their tanks, and so that will help you through in these times when it suddenly gets cold for just a short period of time. But I guess I want to just tell everybody, don't panic. One, it's going to get warm in a couple of days. And two, you probably haven't done a lot of damage if you're running the heat and the heat is on inside. Check your propane. You can go through 20 gallons of propane in a night if that is all you're running. Use supplemental heat like a ceramic heater, a couple of them. That will good. We have a fireplace in our fifth wheel that really is good.
It is nice.
Here's a question from Late Bloom Hiker.
Does anyone get congested when running their furnace at night or AC while driving? Yes, me.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know if it's dust, if it's mold. I have no idea what it is. Maybe, I don't know.
You know, when you get a new RV and you run that heater for the first time,
Oh, that's toxic.
that it's, it burns off this coating in the heater, and it's terrible stink. We've had that happen a couple of times to us with new RVs. So
I think he's just talking about just turning on your furnace at night, sleeping, and then you wake up in the morning, you're so stuffy you can barely breathe.
yeah.
Wonder how much dirt and sawdust and everything.
that would a
are
lot.
in those
Yeah.
vents.
So look for if there's a filtering system anywhere, that's great. We have a little portable filter that we keep, an air filter that we plug in.
Yeah, I
to
don't
ours.
know how you clean out the vents in your rig. I mean,
No.
you don't have that much,
But with
but it seems like it'd be a good thing to do.
if it's your AC while you're driving, if it's a motorhome you're in, it sounds like it, then that's usually there is a filter for your
It needs
for
to
your
be
vehicle
cleaned,
part.
however they clean them in the vehicle.
Yep. Yep. So for all of you who are out there in your RVs and freezing, this too shall pass.
Mhm.
Don't panic. Just make sure you have enough propane, because the one thing you have to have is enough heat to keep you from freezing or your pets.
Mhm.
And you're going to be great. The second thing we want to do is just, where is everybody? How are you spending Christmas? We are obviously in Michigan at our home. We've talked about that before. What did we just do as we came down?
We're making Christmas cookies.
Just the two of us. I'm trying to find one of those little Facebook apps that makes you can put music in your pictures. I wanted to do a little montage, and I haven't done one on Facebook. I usually just edit it in my main studio here on our editing software, but it's all on my phone. I was going to put that together because we just made Christmas cookies,
Mhm.
and we're thinking as we did that, we remembered all the times we did it with kids.
Oh, it's my grandmother's recipe.
Yeah.
So I made those cookies with my mom and our kids and the neighborhood kids,
Yeah.
grandkids, and now it's you and me.
And now
babe.
it's you and me. And then, well, my Facebook page will always be turning these as memories. So long after I'm gone, and if you're alone, you can always call up my Facebook memories and see us
Oh,
making these.
We broke too many of them today. I mean,
we-
because you have to you have to eat the evidence when you break them.
That is the best part.
Oh,
is,
no, I'm feeling kind of ill.
is when you break one, you get to eat it. You know, it's really great. You get to eat it, and I'm pretty excited about all of that. So yes, we did that.
We had too many cookies.
Way too many cookies. And
It is
then,
a really good cookie recipe that I have.
yeah. So Bob Leach wants
Sugar
to know
cookie.
what kind of cookies.
Sugar cookies that you put icing on.
Yeah, I'll put something on the Facebook group and page. I'll put this montage of our pictures on sometime today. Jennifer makes hers as a work of art, but mine get kind of messy.
No, they've I'm past that. I always get amazed when our granddaughters come, how nice they make them, and our daughter. They look very, very nice.
Dan Mitchell with a comment.
Thank you for inviting us along in 2022. Blessings and safe travels. And 2023, enjoy the holidays.
Well, thank you, Dan. That's awesome. This is RV Home.
We are spending Christmas Day with our community and having a nice lunch.
Awesome. It's hard to believe. Oh yeah, here's somebody Facebook here about tankless water heaters. Those are great to have. They
Mhm.
really are. And that's something else that's relatively new over the last 4 or 5 years. The last couple of years, they've become really common, and they are excellent. We really do like them. Well, we didn't want to stay on long because
Because I still got to go clean up the mess.
and I'm hoping when I'm moving those cookies around, and maybe I will drop a couple more. And
Bo's
have some
hoping
more.
you'll drop a couple too.
Yeah. Yeah. Bo's had a lot. So we just wish you guys a Merry Christmas. We want to thank you for being with us during 2022. We will be back with Ask Us Anything on Sunday nights on January 8th. And we invite you to be a part of it then when we come on. And that will be a special time, I think. But just thanks to you guys so much for making us feel so welcome and being a part of our community, and just being there every week. It really is fun. So even though we're all alone, we've got some people coming over tomorrow, for some of our family, and
Some people.
well, I mean, so it's quiet. So we thought, well, let's just go on, and it's good. The only one warm, Sandra Gerald says, is Bo.
With his fur coat. You better accept his paws get cold. When a dog stands, they lift one paw, then they lift the other paw. Then their feet are getting cold.
Yep. And then Ed Richards, a shot of bullet bourbon helps a lot. Yeah, it does, Ed. It does. That
Then my
would keep you
eggnog
warm.
up there. Do you put bourbon and eggnog?
No,
You
I
put
haven't done it, but
whiskey?
yeah, you're supposed to, I think. Isn't it?
No.
I don't know if it's
It was-
bourbon
I
or
thought it
just
was
whiskey. And Jeff Newman.
I've got my RV batteries standing by to run my boiler in case we lose power. Good plan. Very good plan. I know we're looking that property that we have the other side of the state, January 24th, the whole house generator goes in.
Yeah, that's our
Because
new
we're not
property up
home a
there.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wherever home is, we're not there a lot.
No, and that's the truth. We are still on the road way too much. Our next big trip, everybody wants to know, is to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, where we will be out and about.
Got to say, this year, I'm not as excited about the snow. Normally, I'm longing for snow, but this year, being in the snow side of the state, in the lake effect snow side with snow and this bitter weather, usually I'm just like so excited to go be in the snow.
Well, they have.
I'll be excited once
they got
there,
2 feet of snow this week
feet
up there.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
2 feet of snow back up in the UP. And that's where we will all be. I think we've got about pushing 30 people now.
Awesome.
Who are coming up to join us in the camping vacation. In fact, we're doing
more the merrier.
We're doing a special live thing with all of them on Tuesday night next week. So talk about that camp out. I think I told you that. All right. So that's all we got for you guys. I hope that was enough. And again, if you're in your RV, it's going to be okay. Just stay warm. Make sure you got enough propane. Hopefully you can get out on the roads. The storm has made it very difficult.
Hopefully, if you're in your house, you're going to be okay. You're not going to lose your power.
Yes.
I think the worst is probably over now, don't you think?
It is for us in this part. Now it's heading to the East Coast. Pennsylvania and New York are starting to get it right now. And they'll get it throughout tomorrow and Christmas Day. But it should start to die down a little bit tomorrow. And then it should be starting to get somewhat normal, winter normal.
Boy, winter's coming in with a lot of excitement.
It did. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. It's always a pleasure to see you guys. And we are delighted to have so many of you joining us tonight. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
And happy trails.
And Happy New Year, too.
Oh, how can we forget New Year?